Hello, everybody. Professor Thompson here. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about four things today. I hope everybody is doing well and you've settled into the 5-week internet course. The first item is with regard to your textbook. It is a required textbook, so make sure that you've purchased that. If you have not, the cheapest way to get it is to just go to Unit 1, click on Chapter 1 or whatever chapter you want to work on, and you can purchase it directly from the publisher. That's the cheapest way. But there are other ways, as you've probably read by this point. The one key that you want to make sure is that you have gotten the Learn Smart access code. That access code is vital because it connects you to your textbook, your electronic textbook, and it also gives you access to your chapters, gives you access to the modules that you need to do, and also gives you access to the quizzes that you have in the course. So make sure that you get that access code. Now, if you're purchasing it directly through Blackboard and Unit 1, it goes through right there. You pay for everything. There is no access code. But if you're purchasing it from another site, you want to make sure you get that code. Second thing that I want to talk about is why unit number 1 is so long. Fortunately for you, you have 2 weeks to do it. Also, fortunately for you, if you complete unit 1 and you make it through and you give your first presentation, you receive 50 bonus points. So you got two things working in your favor. Now, unit 1 is longer because first off, I want you to do chapter 1, which is the introduction to the course, introduction to communication. It covers the definitions, the models, and so forth. Now, the other chapters, which bulk up the unit, they're all informative speaking chapters. Well, your first 2 speeches are informative speeches. So it is sound reasoning to think that you would complete the informative public speaking chapters prior to giving those speeches. So you've got several chapters to get through in unit number 1. And like I said, you do have the extra time, which is nice. Make sure you get all those done by June 8th, and you also have prepared your first speech. The third thing to talk about is topics. If you know what you want to talk about for this presentation, just go into Blackboard, go into the discussion board, and post your topic. You don't need to confer with me. If you would like to confer with me, you want some suggestions, you want an opinion on a topic, please make sure that you email me. But if you're certain and you know what you're going to go with, just post it on the board, claim your topic, and move on. One thing I want to remind all of you is that this is an informative speech. This is not a persuasive speech. Your opinion, your own perceptions and slants are not what is most important for this speech. You are simply providing us new information in 4 to 6 minutes. So maybe you want to talk about the 4 core items that led to the housing crash 10 years ago. Or maybe you want to talk about 3 treatments for cancer. Or you want to talk about the 4 core characteristics that make LeBron James successful. You know, I don't really know what you want to talk about, but you want to make sure that it's a true informative speech. And if you're struggling with that, email me, send me your topic, and I'll give you some feedback, and hopefully that conversation gives you a better direction within the topic that you want to do. The final thing that I wanted to talk about today has to do with your chapters and your modules. Once you've purchased your textbook and you are in Unit 1, for instance, and you click on Chapter 1, it's going to redirect you into the reading. One thing that I want you to notice within the Learn Smart is in the upper left-hand corner of the access that you get, there's going to be a menu that kind of looks like this, and I know I'm horrible drawing here, but it'll say like overview, read, then like practice or review, and then refresh. So what's going to happen is, if you want to overview the chapter that you're supposed to read, you can, but then ultimately you need to read the chapter, okay? And then after you've read the chapter, you need to click on the review, the practice thing, and it's going to give you a series of questions. Those questions are the module that you need to complete at the end of each chapter. So when you look at the schedule and it says Chapter 1 module or Chapter 9 module, after you've read the chapter, you want to make sure that you're answering those questions. So it will give you a question, and then it will say, you know, like, this is important for the definition of communication, and then you answer it, and then it says, I know, I think I know, I don't know, I'm guessing. And so you go through those questions, and once you've completed it and you do all the questions, you get full credit for that module. Those modules are an adaptive learning technology. The more you get right, the less questions you have to answer. The more you get wrong, the more questions you get. At the end of Unit 1, you get credit for whatever you've completed in those modules. So it's absolutely reasonable. If you've read the chapter and you understood it, you probably will go through a set of questions in like 4, 5, 6 minutes. But if you're missing some, it might take you 15, 20 minutes to complete those. But make sure you're doing that. Then I also have quizzes on the chapters. So in my mind, it's you read the chapter, you refresh your memory from what you read, you make sure you're practicing for the quiz by doing the module, and then you actually take the quiz. All the modules are worth 20 points. They're all based on completion. You get 20 out of 20. The quizzes, they're all out of 20 points. So then you get credit for how well you do. I firmly believe that if you've read the chapter, you've done the module, and you know it, there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting 18, 19, 20 points out of 20 points possible for all your quizzes. It lays a successful groundwork for your success in the overall course. Okay? All right, so those are 4 core things that I got out today. Hopefully you're doing well. Keep the emails coming, and I will be responding very shortly to those of you who have reached out to me already. Okay? It looks like most of you have logged into the course thus far. About half of you have started doing some of the work. You all can do it. It's a short time frame, but I believe you can. I've also gotten some emails from some of you saying that you're going to be completing this course completely online. Perfect. Thank you for the emails. Some of you might be coming to class to deliver your presentations. That's okay too. That's why you have the option to do it completely online or mostly online. Okay? We will be in touch. I'll be posting another video tomorrow. Until then, take care.